Hi everybody. I haven't done a video for a while on the Morphy Richards iron, but I've had a few questions about people who bought irons and there's steam, but there's water running out of the plate. So they're getting steam, but they're getting water as well. And I haven't had that problem with our irons. So my only suggestion was do the normal cleaning the valve out. So what I found this iron on eBay with that issue, 10 quid, £10 delivery, and I'm going to do my normal taking it apart and see if cleaning that valve out inside cures the problem. So if you saw my camping video, that was my first video I managed to editing, so I'm going to leave the camera running and I'll do a speeded up, taking it apart, stopping in certain places, pinch points, just to point things out, and then we'll have a look at that valve inside and you can see me taking that out and we'll see if that is stuck, and then we'll put it back together and fire it up and see if that cures the problem. If not, then we'll do another video on changing a couple of solenoids from my spare irons. So I'll crack on. All fixed right. And the long Phillips screwdriver is for going up through there into the little screw at the top there. You can get that out with a little stumpy screwdriver, but it is real difficult. I just happen to have this big long screwdriver. You have to be careful putting that one back in because it just drops. There's a little hole behind where the screwdriver is there, because it will drop in there. Which means you've got to take the whole thing apart to get it back out. So turning on over, those screws should fall out. And I put a towel on the work surface, so any screws that get under the iron scratch the work surface. Make sure the iron's cold when you're doing this, obviously, and make sure it's unplugged. Bring the camera a bit closer. Bear with me. So this is the valve that causes most of the problems. So you undo that nut there, slide this solenoid off, and that reveals the sliding brass section that's got the rubber seal on the end, which let me get it off and show it. Now this is normally really tight the first time you take it off. Not too bad. Just turn that around so you can see. You can normally tell if it's that valve when you undo the big brass nut. Now, if you want to take a photo of this with your phone so you know exactly where the wires go back on, this is all that I've said in the other videos before, because this thing, you can take it off still connected. This is why I use a massive big adjustable for this big thing here. Now this one is always really tight. That one was loose. So normally when you take that nut off, that housing comes out and it leaves this little plunger behind. And they can normally tell if that's stuck, because when you go, ooh, a little bit of air went there, it doesn't want to come off. So you pull that out, it will leave the rubber behind. See, it's got a little recess on there that the rubber goes back on. So inside there you need a tiny little screwdriver. Now you need to be careful taking this washer out, because you can see just inside there's a little rubber diaphragm. So you need to be a little bit careful. You don't want to pierce that diaphragm. So you get that washer out. And now if you can get your screwdriver up the side of that diaphragm. Now that isn't too bad, to be honest. You look at that, there's no calcium on there whatsoever. So I'm thinking that this is not going to be an issue. Yeah, see, normally on an older iron, inside that valve there will be full of, I don't know if you can just see that. Ooh, there's the iron over there. That will be full of calcium. So I don't think that is going to be the issue with this iron. There isn't anything to clean up or anything, so we're just going to reassemble that. So that face goes against there, so that's in first. You need to put this washer on there. Put that rubber back on there. It just pops on there, the face of that. It's fitted. Just make sure it's on properly. So see, that should move. Hold on. That should be free flowing in there. So, you know, we may well be lucky, and that might have been stuck in the open or closed position, which is letting the steam through and letting water through at the same time, because this is your water reservoir that heats up to produce the steam. So we'll see what happens. So we'll put that back together. Put this back on. Now when you tighten that up, you need to tighten that up pretty much as tight as you can do it. Just be careful the spanner isn't on anything else, because you could be bearing down on that and cutting this pipe. Let me put the video back on there. Hold on. You might be saying to yourself, why am I using such a massive spanner? I use a spanner for everything. Okay, so just nip that up. Solenoid goes back on. Just rotate that upwards and just slides back on. Wash it. Oh. So what I'm going to do is reassemble this iron, and I'll just turn that round. If you feel it's not going on one way, just flip it around and put it on the other way. Reassemble this iron and fill it back up. Give it a road test. So let me just move the camera back over. Ooh. Right, if you check and put it back together, just make sure that's pushed down and in. And as you can see here, see these little white upstands. Just check. You've got all four in position, because they come off with the top, and then they drop over there. You put the top back on, you screw it back together, and you see there's one over there. So that goes back on. You need to make sure the switch slides into the two retaining grooves on there. Now that is sitting down. One of the white upstands. There's 5. One here. The upstands are playing here. You know it goes back on. So, if we cut the screws just in there, do that. Another tricky one. Just try to do it. I think before I had done this one first, because this one drops inside and I'll take it all apart. And this one is avoiding the whole tricky issue. Ah! There you go. You can tell the shoe box in the hole. So let's get together. You check along the bottom there, you know if it's not lined up, you'll get in the body. So we'll plug this one in. Now, there was an issue when we plugged it in yesterday. Hold on a second, I'll show you. Now, when you plug it in, you turn it up to maximum steam. It was coming up to temperature for the low and the medium, medium steam, but this light wouldn't stop flashing. Now, part of the problem for the water pouring out, my missus says, because she obviously uses the irons and I don't, if it's not coming up to maximum temperature, the water, if you have it set too low on the dial and use the steam function, water comes out. So this sign might be the fact that it's not getting up to maximum temperature. So I'm going to let that warm up. If that doesn't stop flashing, I'll put it on the medium, and then I know that I think this is what the problem is. But I wanted to do that valve because that has cured most of the problems, and we'll see. Now this iron, you can tell it hasn't had much use because this bit of the cord, which when you're ironing, it rubs up and down on the body of the ironing board, and you can tell if it's had a lot of wear because this is worn. So if you're buying a second-hand one for parts, see, this is one of the parts that I bought this just for this. When you look at them on eBay, see if you can zoom in on this cable. And another indication, although this one had a dirty sole plate, we can clean that up. Another indication is the rubber handle on the top. You can see where your missus holds onto it, it wears. They get a thumb mark on the top here. Now this iron, that rubber bit on the top has got that horrible sticky crap on it. See if you, it's still warming up. What I do is I'll probably edit this bit out of the video while we'll come back when it's all warmed up. But I'll leave it running to edit it out. You can hear it's warming up. Now I've noticed they have upgraded these. Because they do one now and it's got a steam button on the top as well as underneath. Because if you see from my other videos, we've had a lot of problems with this switch, which is in here breaking. So what they've obviously done is they've changed the design so you've got the option of that button there and the one on top here. There is one of those on eBay at the moment for sale for 20 quid, which has got a steam issue. The lady says it won't stop steaming, so obviously the switch here is broken and it's stuck in the on position rather than the off. They normally fail in the off position. It wears. They get a thumb mark on the top here. Now this iron, that rubber bit on the top has got that horrible sticky crap on it. Ah, We are at maximum heat. Woohoo! So we'll go mobile. Now, when you test this, let me just take the iron off. When you test this, make sure you do it over the sink, because the boiling hot water's going to come out of there. Woo! No water. Or a little bit, Now, you look at that. See that water bubbling out of there? We'll just give that a shot. It might be water that's left in the pipe. You see that water running out? Yeah. See, we've got water running out. Right. So, let me put this back on here. So we seem to have solved the issue of it not coming up to temperature by cleaning that valve out, but we've still got water pouring out of the iron itself. So it's going to be, I might have to do like a service where I'm going to take the sole plate off and check it, all the crap that's in there, see if there's anything else which is boned up. I'm doing a camera thing, I don't know where to look. I keep looking at the stop button on the camera. Anyway, so that's part one of the drippy sole plate video, and I'll do a bit more investigation and do another video. So that is non-conclusive at this stage. I'm going to have to turn the camera around and use it the other way. Alright guys, so that is a non-fix video. We'll try and sort it out. Okay, bye. No, it wasn't. Hi everybody. Right, I've just been talking to the missus about the iron. Does it any water come out at all when she's using it? She says none at all, because you'd see it on the sheet or the garment. So I've just had it standing on the station for a bit, and now let me take it off again. I was wondering if there might have just been an excess of water in the iron or in the pipe, because when I run it now, woo, there's no water. I don't know if you can see that because of the light. There's no water coming out of the sole plate now at all. So I think it might have been an excess of water or blockage in the pipe. We've got no water pouring out of there. So yet again, that rubber valve, just taking that out and freeing it off has cured the problem. It's solved two problems, because the maximum steam light, which it couldn't get to maximum heat, was obviously because that valve was stuck. I don't know why. I don't know anything about these irons. That valve clears the issue 99% of the time. So anyone who's got a Morphy Richards steam power elite that's got water pouring out, I recommend you, when it's cold, take that valve out, just free it off. Any build up of calcium in there, scrape that off with a screwdriver, put it back together, give it a test run. Now I think half the problem is they don't tell you to use clean water. So if you're in a hard water area, you need to be using deionized water. And you can buy that from the shop. I got reverse osmosis deionized water I use for my fish tank, so we use that. Turn this off. Problem solved. Subscribe if you like. Punch the like button. Tell your friends. Do not buy one of these irons unless you're prepared to fix it. See you guys. Bye.